Alright, so sure you wanted to know how to do a couple of different things. Two colored walls, so multicolored walls to add paint and stuff like that, and the idea of wainscoting. So I'm going to do a simple idea here, the wall paint, and then I'm going to do a little more crazy idea with the wainscoting. So there's a wall. And I'm going to put it in realistic. And I could add a color to it right now, but I'm going to do a little bit more than that. If we take a look, you get the wall that's going here, and if you come in here, I just pulled out the generic wall, right? So I'm going to come in here and go and insert something on one of the sides, whatever it is. Let's move it down, and this winds up being a finish in the finished material. Come on, there we go. Finished material, I pick a material or I create a material, so I'm just going to come down here, create new material. Right here, I'm going to rename it paint, red. There's my red paint. For my appearance on the red paint, I'm just going to go to color and select red. So now it's a red paint. And glossiness or metallic look or anything like that, I could change that here. Alright. And hit OK. Oh, thickness. I moved the wrong one. That's okay. Close. Let's do 0.25 for the finish, and on this one, let's do that 8 inches again. Alright. Apply, OK. And there's red paint. Alright, now in Modify, right up here there's this tool called Split Face. So I can take that tool, start it up, and I'm going to select on the face, and it's kind of hard to see here. Let me turn this back to hidden line. You can see that the face is highlight. Okay, so that's the face I want, is that one right there. And then you can see here I can do all these different things, so I'm just going to do a rectangle. Check mark. And let's go back to realistic. So there we go. And now I can come in here to paint. And with paint, let's do parking stripe yellow. And there we go. So now we got two colors on a wall. One way to work things. There's a whole bunch of different ways to do this stuff, so I'm just showing you ways. Come back to here, and I'm going to do another wall. This wall I'm going to pick an interior 4 7/8. There we go. Let's go 3D again. Here it is. There's the wall. I'm going to come in and edit type, and this one's going to be a little more complicated, but it's also going to be quite interesting. So on this, what I'm going to do, wait, let me think here. Yeah, I'll run with this. Let's do this. There's a whole bunch of different ways to do things, so I'm just trying to figure out which way. So I just hit the edit structure. Okay, so we've got gypboard on each side, metal stud in the middle, and you can actually hit this little preview and you can see plan view of it. Well, if you go to section view, like that, you're able to actually modify. So right there's modify. And I can zoom in here. And you can see there's my elements there. Okay. And so this modifiability, it's kind of interesting. I can grab onto something like, I just grabbed onto the drywall here, and I could like unlock the drywall. What that allows me to do is push it up or down if I wanted to. I can unlock the middle part, and I can unlock the other piece of drywall. So it kind of gives me some options with that, but it also does some other things here. I can hit sweeps right here. So there's sweeps, and this will come up, and I can load a profile. So going into loading a profile here, I have got profiles right there, and we've got curtain, division, finished carpentry, and all these different ones. We're going to do finished carpentry, and you can see here that we now have moldings. So there's some base mold, base mold, base mold, base mold, casing, cove, crowns. All right. So I'm going to load casing profile 1. I think I'm going to load 1, 2. I'm holding down my control key. Yeah, let's do a brick mold. Yeah, let's do that one as well. Hit open. All right, now I can go to add. And here's default. And so you can see all the different ones I'm able to now bring in here. Okay. So let's do that. Material on it, I could make it a material. I could pick a wood or something like that. And then distance from base, and then on the side. So interior and exterior right now, you can see you can flip it back and forth. We'll just hit interior, although it'll be on both sides right now. Base or top, it's how the distance from. So from the base, I'm going to go up. Oops, 3 foot 6. And then I'm going to go add default and pick another casing here. Material, I could add a material. Distance from base is going to be nothing. And I'm going to hit apply. You can see they're coming in here. Alright, and then OK. So you can see I added something down here and I added something up here 3 feet away. Alright, now I'm going to just hit OK at the moment so you can see what's going on here. See that? So we've now added, so this is how you can add base on your wall, how you can add crown on your wall, how you can start to get the wainscoting idea. So let's go back into this thing now. Edit. Oh, and by the way, you should, if you're doing this, you should duplicate it, name it out. Alright, just so you don't ruin your original one. And let's go in here and let's play with a little bit more of this thing. Alright, so now we've got that going on. And I can also split regions. I haven't done this one in a while, but let's try to get this to work. So under there, I'm going to split that. And then so for modify, you can see here, I can grab on this, or I can grab on this. See that? See how there's different. And so what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to make sure that this is working, because I haven't played with this in a while. 5/8, 6/8 is 3/4. Oh, no, I did move them both, which is not what I want it to do. Hold on. So you can see the base here, but I know that we can even do more than this. So let's take this. I'm gonna unlock it and see if I can do something here with this thing. See, it's still showing the whole thing right there. Thickness. And let's see, split region, assign layers. So there's my modify, and there's variable. Trying to see if I can change this to a different material on half, and I've done this something like this before, but I've used a split element. Yeah, see, that changed everything. See that? Went all the way through the entire, so we don't want to do that. Other boundary. Let's see what this is doing to this thing. It might actually, no. Okay, so I do have the two pieces on. I was just hoping to get more than that, but here, this is what I'm going to do instead for now. So we've got that. Your finish, again, it's going to just be whatever you create it. I'm going to make it that red paint. So we've got that with red paint. Now I'm going to come in here to my modify. I'm going to go to split face, pick this face, and so now I should, let's see if it works or not, if I got it or not. Let's see if the paint will, couldn't tell if I hit it or not. Yep. Okay, so all I did was draw that split face line right through there. And so now I can use one on top and one on the bottom. And so at this point I could come in here and find like a lumber pattern or wood pattern or something like that. And I've got the two different elements. So basically it's a wainscot style wall. Alright, hopefully that helps.